Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Brittany's Bargains in New Sharon is having their grand opening this Saturday, October 11th from 10 to 2 with refreshments and giveaways. Located at 105 East Market Street, Suite 1 in New Sharon. Brittany's Bargains is a local consignment store with quality name brand children's, women's, men's, clothing and shoes, as well as home decor. Hours for Brittany's Bargains are Tuesday 4 to 7, Wednesday and Thursday 10 to 7, Friday 10 to 4, and Saturday 10 to 2. We hope to see you this Saturday from 10 to 2 with the grand opening at Brittany's Bargains in New Sharon. The City of Sigourney will be accepting applications for the removal of snow from various locations in the city. All applications must be received by 4 p.m. on Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025, at the City Clerk's Office, 100 North Main Street in Sigourney, Iowa. The snow and ice must be removed in a timely manner according to the City Code of Ordinances. This is a seasonal position paying $210 per occurrence. All equipment will be provided by the City of Sigourney. This seasonal position will run from November 6, 2025 through April 8, 2026. City of Sigourney is an equal opportunity employer.
Good morning, guys. I am so happy to be back here on Steve Shuttler Media with my weekly video from the library. It has been an exciting 4 months. My daughter decided to make her appearance a little early, so I've been on maternity leave. So I'm very excited to be back and get right back into the swing of things. Hopefully you guys have been still following Steve and not missing us too much here from the library. But as always, for our videos, we are going to start with a trivia question. And anybody who knows me knows that I love Halloween, and I especially love horror movies. And one of my favorite kind of, I will say series, but it's kind of just went on and on and on. So it's an extended series. One of my favorite series of movies that is popular in the horror genre is the Friday the 13th ones. And my husband and I used to actually attend a horror convention, so think Comic-Con, but horror movies, in Virginia with some of my old Navy buddies. They don't do it anymore, which makes me very sad, but we went to several of them together, and during several of them we actually got to hang out with one of the Jasons, Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder played Jason the most. He played him 4 times, including in the Jason X movie. But super, super cool dude. We got to meet a lot of cool horror movie people, but he was definitely one of the most chill ones. And so I thought my trivia question this week, we would do a Friday the 13th question. It is Halloween month, so get ready for some Halloween trivia questions. So my question is, what's the name of the lake where many of the atrocities in Friday the 13th take place? So what's the name of the lake in Friday the 13th? And if you know those movies at all, you should get this one fairly easily. While you guys are thinking about that, I'm going to go over some new books coming out. Let me see if I can pull this up here and get my list. So some new books coming out. There is a whole bunch that when I got back this one, the first things I did was ordered some new books and some new movies. We're waiting on them to arrive. So I don't actually have them, but I'll talk to you guys about some of the stuff that I have ordered. So one of the big authors is kind of going around social media. Several authors actually are going around social media right now. But one of the bigger ones is Frida McFadden. Think horror, mystery, thriller, drama. Just a good edge of your seat thriller. There's a new one coming out from Frida called The Intruder. If you would like to check out any of those books, we have a whole bunch of her books. They are very good, and actually they're pretty hard to keep on the shelf because so many people have been reading them. On the other end of the spectrum, Mitch Albom, who wrote Tuesdays with Morrie, kind of more of a regular fiction, real life scenario, feel-good book has a new one coming out called Twice, and it's actually a Good Morning America book club pick, so that should be a good one. There's a couple of biographies coming out. Ozzy Osbourne's very last autobiography called Last Rites is coming out. There is one by Virginia Guffrey called Nobody's Girl. It's about surviving abuse and fighting for justice. We have some, what is Jan Karen? Would be more of the real to life kind of stuff. John Grisham, more of the real to life kind of stuff. So Jane Karen has a new one in the Mitford series coming out called My Beloved. John Grisham has a new standalone called The Widow. Just lots of good books coming out. Patricia Cornwell has got a new Scarpetta novel coming out called Sharp Force. Bill O'Reilly. So the book club this month is reading a Bill O'Reilly one called Killing the Witches, about the Salem witch trials, and holy cow is it good. Think about, these are kind of like textbooks, but textbooks that keep you on the edge of your seat, like a textbook mixed with a thriller novel. But Bill O'Reilly has a new one coming out called Confronting Evil, Assessing the Worst of the Worst, and it's about some of the worst human beings that we've ever had in the world. So think Hitler, think Bin Laden. They're really good. Bill O'Reilly's got a lot of those books coming out. Elin Hildebrand has a new one coming out called The Academy. Nicholas Sparks has a new one coming out. He's actually partnering with M. Night. I'm going to mess this up. M. Night Shyamalan. I call him M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong because I can't. I have no idea how to say his name. But M. Night Shyamalan... M. Night, we'll just say M. Night, has made a whole bunch of horror movies. So he's partnering with Nicholas Sparks for one of his new releases called Remain. It's a supernatural love story. That should be really good. Ken Follett's got a new one, Circle of Days. There's a new one by Reese Witherspoon. She partners with Harlan Cobain. It's called Gone Before Goodbye, and I believe that's her very first novel she's ever written. That should be great. And then we have some new movies that are coming out. New Downton Abbey, the grand finale. The Chosen, season 5. The new Jurassic World. I'm a huge Jurassic Park, Jurassic World fan. I own every single one of them, both digitally and in actual physical form. But the new Jurassic World Rebirth is coming out. The new Superman. The Fantastic Four has a new one called First Steps. There's a book series that is a kids series called Bad Guys. So they made Bad Guys 1 last year. So Bad Guys 2 is coming out. Yellowstone, which just keeps going on and on and on, but they're also good, has a new one, 1923 season 2. The new Lilo and Stitch is coming out. There's a new one from Disney Pixar called Elio. What else is coming out? Let's see. There's a new Walking Dead, Dead City season 2. Ooh, the new Naked Gun. So Liam Neeson is playing the main role in the new Naked Gun. That should be pretty good. There's just a whole bunch of stuff coming out. If any of these sound interesting to you, let me know. We can put you on the hold list. So when they do get here, we can get it to you. Activities happening at the library. Just because I was gone does not mean that life ceases to exist at the library. We have had our programs going this entire time that I've been gone. We've had our summer stuff, which thank you to everybody who participated in that and donated. Our summer was spectacular. My staff did an amazing job just taking over everything while I was gone and couldn't be here physically. I did what I could from afar, but my staff did an amazing job this summer, and everything out at the expo was awesome. Thank you to them for letting us partner with them and bring our performers out there again this year. We are already looking at performers for next year. We're so excited. But school has started. School has started again, so all of our school time stuff has began. So Miss Brandy is a new hire here at the library, and she has graciously taken over my toddler story time. If you can believe it, Miss Amanda's schedule is pretty jam-packed, so that was a great thing for her to take that off of my plate for me. I do miss my littles, and I do get to see them. I'm still here Mondays, but she has taken over my toddler story times, and we will have them every single Monday from 11:30 to noon. I think there's maybe one or two around Thanksgiving, Christmas that we have missed, but just about every single Monday at 11:30 will be toddler story time here at the library. Also, with school starting, our after-school programs have started back up. I sent flyers home for the kiddos at the Sigourney Elementary. There's flyers here at the library as well, with all the dates and stuff on them. If your kiddo wants to come from the Sigourney Elementary to our after-school programs on their day, they have graciously let us have a bus service again. So what that means is if you send a note to the school saying you would like your kiddo to ride the library bus on their library day, after school they will go on the bus and come directly to the library, and then the parents will just, or grandparents or whoever, will pick up their child at 4:30 here at the library. So you don't have to worry about picking them up from school and then dropping them off at the library and then coming back. The bus will bring them directly here from the school, and it's amazing. Thank you, Sigourney Elementary and Randy, for allowing us to have that again this year. But every month through April, we will have a after-school program. So Tuesdays, we have one week every month. So Tuesdays are 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. Wednesday is 2nd, 3rd, and Thursday's kindergarten, 1st grade. And like I said, I sent flyers home with the kiddos. Hopefully they get in their backpacks this week, and the kids will be able to come to our programs. We also still have our Cook the Book event. If you are unfamiliar with that, every month we pick a cookbook of the month, and people come in and choose a recipe. You take that recipe home. We'll give you a copy and you take it home. The day of the event, you make that recipe and bring it to the library, and we have a potluck style event. We take maybe 10 minutes to go around and have everybody talk about the recipe, what they liked, what they didn't like, what they'd change, and most of it is a social time and eating, so it's a really fun event. We also have our book club every month, the 3rd Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. The books vary, so like I said, for October, it is Bill O'Reilly's Killing the Witches, which is about the Salem witch trials, and it's very, very good. If you want to get in on our book club, we have copies of the books that we will be discussing each month here at the library, so just come to the front desk and ask for the book club book, and then you just come the day of the event. There's, I don't know, 8 or 10 people that come to them and just discuss the book and have a good discussion. And then we have our freezer meals. So every month, except for December, we do take off December for the holidays and breakfast with Santa and all that craziness. But January through November, at the end of every month, we have a freezer meal class of sorts. We put the meals together and the people just pick them up. So each month we feature 8 different meals, and we offer 2 different sizes of freezer meals. So we offer a set of 8 meals that feeds 4 to 5 people per meal. That's $135. There is a charge for these, but it basically just goes to cover the cost of the food. Anything extra goes back into the program and the programs at the library. And we do offer a smaller version of our freezer meals, so each of the 8 meals would feed 2 to 3 people, which is a very popular option that we have, and that is $70. So look on our Facebook page for all of our flyers for our events, our menus for our freezer meals, all of that. One extra thing we have in October is our trick-or-treat around the square. We do trunk-or-treat up by the old Lifetime Dental building. It is the We Pediatrics, I think it's called now. It's the Brothers parking lot is usually where we're at, and do a trunk or treat while the kiddos go around the square. So look for us up there this year. That is all that we have going on this October. We will have our Breakfast with Santa, like I said, a lot of people don't like to think that far ahead, but yes, December 13th, we are changing the time a little bit. It will be 9:30 to 11:30, and the library will just be closed that day, so please prepare ahead of time for that. But yeah, keep that in the back of your mind, December 13th, Breakfast with Santa at the library. All right, my trivia question of the week. What is the name of the lake where the atrocities in Friday the 13th take place? The lake where their camp is held is called Camp Crystal Lake, so it is on Crystal Lake. And like I said, Kane Hodder has played Jason more than anybody else. He's played it 4 times, including in Jason X. Super decent human being. Loved it every time that we have met him and got to hang out with him. But one of the questions that I found while I was researching this was, what was the name of the very first Jason? Who played the very first Jason? And that was Ari Lehman. He now apparently has a punk rock band called First Jason because he was the very first Jason. I thought that was humorous. But let me know in the comments what your favorite horror movie is. Is it a classic? Is it something newer? Let me know. I'd be interested in trying out some new horror movies that maybe I haven't seen. That might be a hard one because I've seen just about everything, but let me know. That's all I have for you guys this week, and hopefully you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week.